So I was speaking to this guy and he told me that he was very tired of using dating apps because he hadn't gotten anywhere with them in 15 years. And he had been going through these cycles where he essentially downloads a dating app, swipes for a few months, gets a few matches, maybe gets a date or two, but they don't really go anywhere. He's not very excited about the women that he meets. He gets frustrated because he's putting a lot of time and effort into these dating apps, texting, and things are not going anywhere. So in a few months, he deletes the apps, but then nothing happens. Then he gets lonely. The frustration again starts to build up. He's going to massage salons and sex workers to deal with this need. And that obviously makes him sad and depressed because he's not getting true connections. And now he's at a place again where his only solution is to go and download dating apps. And he downloads dating apps and the cycle repeats. He gets a few matches, maybe a few dates, he gets frustrated and he deletes the apps and he goes to massage salons and sex therapists and the cycle just goes again and again and again. And each time the cycle repeats, he gets more and more negative emotions. And this continued for 15 years for this guy. Imagine that, 15 freaking years. And until one point, it got so bad that he thought to himself, okay, enough is enough. I have to change some things because I don't like where my life is going. And he went through big depression. He went through a lot of challenging mental times with himself, and he booked a call to speak with me. The lesson that I want to tell you is that does it really have to get so bad for you to fix your dating life? Because a lot of guys, they wait until it's so bad that they literally cannot take it. They wait until they're in excruciating mental, emotional, even in physical pain, that they're super lonely, that it takes them to realize, yeah, I guess I have to change something. Because for you, the cycle might be different. It might be the same. Maybe you're also downloading dating apps and then you're deleting them a few months after, you're not doing anything again. Maybe you're trying to then fix on work, on other things, but you cannot do this because you realize, well, I'm still a lonely guy and I still want and I have this desire to meet women. So maybe you download the apps. Or maybe you're also already doing something with real life approaches. You go outside and you do a few approaches, you get rejected, and then you go back and you don't do anything for months. You watch maybe porn for months, and then the cycle repeats. So how long is it gonna take you to realize that your current strategy is not working? Like, how long is it gonna take you? How much longer are you gonna wait, and how much more pain do you want to cause yourself for you to decide a different strategy? Now, for this specific guy, the first time he was frustrated with his dating life was he was 20 years old. Now he's 35 years old. So in 15 years, he hadn't made any progress whatsoever. Now, 35 years old, that's still relatively a lot of time. You can still make things happen. But he was 20. Imagine if he actually took things seriously and if he decided and committed to actually changing his dating life and took real life action. Imagine if he had done that at 20. His life would have been completely different. His dating life would have been completely different. And most importantly, he would have saved massive amounts of mental and emotional frustration that he caused himself for 15 years. I mean, imagine how this guy and how lonely he felt for 15 years. That's a long freaking time. And the feeling that you can't do anything about it, the loneliness, the mental anguish, the fact that you have to go to sex workers and massage salons to just get some sort of intimacy, it's extremely sad and depressing. And I meet guys like this every day. And this is why I'm making this video for you, is I want you to ask yourself, are you gonna wait until things get so bad? Are you gonna use and apply the same strategy that hasn't been working for months, for years, and you're just throwing stuff at the wall for 100 times and you're hoping that at the 101st time things are gonna stick? Look, if you've been using dating apps and things haven't worked for a year, 2 years, you have to change the strategy. If you've been going out in real life and trying to meet women for a few weeks, for months, for years, and things are not changing, things are not improving, you have to change your strategy. And the best way to change your strategy is to actually work with someone that knows what they're doing. Because do you think you're the only one that has your particular problem? No. A lot of men have been in your exact situation, not getting dates, not knowing how to get over your fear, not knowing how to get over your approach anxiety, not having the social skills to flirt with a girl, not having the confidence, not having the charisma. And yet those same guys figured it out somehow. So if you can learn from their mistakes and if you can have someone to guide you through this process and actually give you a proper strategy and accountability for you to improve, then why are you not doing that? You literally have no excuse, because if you found this channel, then you have no excuse to keep applying a dead strategy that is not working. Because on this channel, you have everything that you need. If you apply the stuff that I've been teaching, if you apply this every day, and if you go through the process, and even better, if you get my actual help to implement this strategy, there's 0% chance that you would fail and you'd have a miserable dating life. But if you keep going through the same things, if you keep going through the same cycles and repeating and just delaying things and just putting half-ass effort, yeah, you're not going to get anywhere. So you have to choose, how much longer do you want to stay in your current dating situation? How much more pain are you going to cause yourself by going through the same cycles? So if you've had enough and you don't want to waste more years and potentially decades in applying a dead strategy to changing your dating life, if you don't want to waste years and decades in being lonely and not having the dating life that you want, there's a link below to book a completely free dating diagnostic call, and we can talk about how to change up your strategy and how to actually use a correct and good strategy that will not only make you more confident, that will only make you more charismatic, but will also teach you the flirting abilities, will get you over the approach anxiety, and will get you start having conversations and dates with women that you've always wanted to do. So don't hesitate. Don't let your pain become so bad that you literally cannot deal with this, and take action today.